Boy, I'm really starting to feel retired now. Monday morning. Out for a later walk than usual, but it really does feel like I've crossed some threshold on the other side. And I've crossed onto that other side with ambition and energy, vitality. Sure, the bones are creaking a little bit. I know that, as I always say, right? I mean, it's a decrepit mortal coil, becoming more so every day. But that's my motivation. I was wrestling the other day whether or not, to tagline the end of these videos with death is forever. Death is forever. Even if you're someone who believes in immortality, which I certainly don't, we never come back as we are, and I don't think we ever come back as anything. I think death is forever, permanent, and, I'm enlivened by this. And so with death, I think I'm going to go with it. I think I'm going to start closing these retiring in Japan videos with the death is forever tagline. I even had a chat with ChatGPT about it that suggested I soften it up a little bit with something like, life is a joy, death is forever. He was trying to get me to back away from the death is forever, this gut punch that it is. But I want it to be a gut punch because it is. It's my motivating, animating force in life. It's the thing that causes me to always strive to, I wouldn't call it improve necessarily, but to live in earnest. It's the animating will, the fact of death, the feature of death. So great in my life, large in life. Evelyn, if you're out there, you left a comment, a rather enigmatic comment on, I think it was Facebook last night, about the horror show, which is one of the principles of my Good Life Creed. I don't know exactly, what activity you're referring to. Maybe you're having reference to all of the horrible fires and the destruction that are taking place in Southern California, which is indeed a horror show. But the fact that it was on your mind and it came up and that you leveraged that, not as something to be afraid of, but as something to catalyze better living, more empathetic, sympathetic living, more earnest living, as I believe that you do, and as I believe I do as well, is motivating. I had to linger on when I saw your comment there, Evelyn, I had to linger on it for just a second. I didn't know how to respond because I didn't know the context in which it was placed. It was in one of these retiring in Japan videos, and I tried to filter my mind through and think, where was it that it applied? Couldn't figure it out, so I just left you a thumbs up. If you see this, know that your comment, 3 words that it was, the horror show, gave me pause to think in a reflective way, and clearly you're motivating me further. So yeah, I think I will finish these retiring in Japan videos with death is forever. And if you have your other ideas, your own ideas about what death is and what may or may not follow, you're welcome to them. As for me, I will use death to motivate me to pick up the pace, to look around in earnest, and to enjoy life in the brief time, however long it may be. It's brief, that remains. All right, we're on Kusanagi Station. The station is open. People are doing their things. I'm going to pop down here for a morning coffee and then swing back around, go through the school, zip through the tunnel of doom, get home to my wife for a dog walk, breakfast, and we have an appointment to take the Jimny, our Suzuki Jimny, in for its 6-month service. Has it really been 6 months? At 10 o'clock, or maybe it's 9. Who cares? See you in a bit. Coffee time.